Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back for another LEGO Ninjago video, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my list for the top 10 most underrated LEGO Ninjago sets. Of course, with LEGO, there's a lot of different sets under the Ninjago line, and with that, there are a lot of sets that have been overlooked or shadowed by other larger sets or more popular sets at the time. I specifically made a point to ensure that the set sizes on this list were a variety, and in fact some of them are actually very large sets that you'll see in this video, and usually most of these sets I think just deserved more attention than what they did receive whenever the set was released. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this list. Number 10. Starting off this list is a LEGO Ninjago Movie set. This is the Water Strider set number 70611. This set almost came with 500 pieces and only retailed for $30 US. Personally, this was one of my favorite Ninjago Movie sets. As a whole, we really had never gotten a set that looked like this up until this point. There are 4 really great minifigures, including that puffer warrior down there with that lavender puffer head piece that goes over the minifigure head. And although this is a great set, I think it was definitely shadowed by the Green Ninja Mech Dragon set. I think that a lot of kids wanted to purchase that set instead of this one, of course, Lloyd being the main character in the movie. It had Garmadon in that set as well as Sensei Wu, and it was only about $20 more than this set, and so I really think that's where the popularity went to. And perhaps the build isn't as aesthetically pleasing as some of the other set boxes, but nonetheless, I think that this is one of the better sets for this entire Ninjago Movie line. Number 9. Next up on this list is the Fangpire Wrecking Ball. This was a set from 2012 and retailed for $50. It was also a retail exclusive at the time, which is probably one of the main reasons why it was overlooked. Not to mention that this season of Ninjago had a ton of different unique sets that came out. As for the minifigures, that may be the weak point of this set, only 3 of them, but Fang Dam is an absolutely phenomenal one. Kendo Cole and Lloyd Garmadon were 2 very common minifigures at the time, but what really shines in this set is the actual build of the Wrecking Ball. It's really hard to truly understand how large this set is until you actually have it and have built it. Number 8. Coming in at number 8 is the most recent set that's on this list. This is the Diesel Knot, is a $110 set, so one of the more pricey ones on this list as well. But this set has really been shadowed by, of course, well, the Dragon Pit set, the other very large set of this wave. Mostly because some people just do not like this very large one vehicle build. And that's totally fine, that's just an opinion-based preference for different LEGO fans. I too prefer building an actual structure instead of different vehicles, but this one actually is an exception for me. I really like the color combinations on it. I like the sort of appeal to the steampunk vibe of the season as a whole, and the minifigure selection is absolutely pristine in this set. And if you haven't taken the time to appreciate all the different play features that are all packed into this one huge rig, I highly encourage you the next time you go to your local retail store to pick up this box and look at the back a bit. I think you'd be surprised. Number 7. The next spot on this list actually includes multiple sets, not just one. I decided to include all the Airjitsu Flyer sets together into one spot here because, well, let's face it, they're all pretty much the same set, just with some different color combinations and different minifigures. Now, the problem with these Airjitsu Flyers whenever they came out is that people had such a high expectation. Obviously, a lot of people loved the Spinjitzu Spinners. Those were super successful. Now, as for these Airjitsu Flyers, I'll admit that they weren't as cool as the Spinjitzu Spinners, but they were judged a lot faster and a lot harder. I think a lot of people were quick to judge these sets just because they were not Spinjitzu Spinners. It was something completely different, but yet taking a spin off of those spinners. Some people really disliked that, and in turn didn't really give these sets a shot or a try to see if they actually did like them or not. Nowadays, we get sets like these quite often, most recently with the Dragon Master sets, but at the time, this was a very different scenario for people. Number 6. Now here's a set you probably did not expect to see on this list. This is the Lighthouse Siege back from 2016. It retailed for $70 US and comes with 767 pieces. A pretty decent amount of pieces for the price that you pay, but more so with the amount of minifigures. The minifigure selection in this set is once again absolutely phenomenal. This set is also the only way that you can get Echo Zane. This is the only set that minifigure comes in, and this set even includes a light brick for the very top of the lighthouse. This is a very cool set and a very highly requested set that a lot of Ninjago fans wanted, and with it coming out in the Day of the Departed, I think it was kind of a step back from how popular it could have been if it came out more so in the Skybound season. Number 5. Coming in at number 5 on this list, this is the Vermillion Attack. Yes, this is a very small set. This was only a $10 set at the time of its release, and this is mostly on this list just because of the fact that a lot of these smaller sets for Ninjago get overlooked because, well, they're small, they don't have much detail. But as far as this set, this is a great battle pack, or if you want to build your Vermillion army. Of course, you get 2 of the Vermillion warriors in this set, as well as a Kai figure. And as for the actual build of this set, it is pretty cool. You do get one of the time blades, which is a nice plus, and for $10, you could not go wrong picking up this set. The minifigures themselves are practically worth the $10 price tag of this set. Number 4. Here is another expensive set on this list. This is the Battle for Ninjago City set number 70728, and had a whopping 1,228 pieces. This set retailed for $120 whenever it came out, and I just have to say, this is one of my favorite structure builds out of all of the Ninjago sets. You guys have probably heard me really praising Garmadon's Dark Fortress before. The Fire Temple is also a great one, the City of Styx, as well as this Battle for Ninjago City. Those are probably my 4 favorite structures in all of the Ninjago sets that we have gotten. This crazy set even comes with the Overlord, which that was a huge part of the season, and so having that part and the minifigure alone is a very nice touch. Speaking of which, that Overlord minifigure is worth some money. If you have not yet checked out my list for the top 10 most valuable LEGO Ninjago minifigures, highly encourage you to go check that video out. There's a little card on the screen, you guys can click on it and watch it after you finish up this one. Number 3. For number 3, let's go ahead and go all the way back to pretty much the beginnings of LEGO Ninjago. This is set number 2254, the Mountain Shrine set. This was a $20 set back in the day, and came with Kai DX as well as his Spinjitzu spinner and his cards. With all of that, the main feature that stood out in this set was the fact that a $20 set came with the Dragon Sword of Fire, which was Kai's golden weapon. Now, back in the time, back in 2011, you know, that sword did not come in many cheap sets. Nowadays, you can get it in a variety of different Ninjago sets. However, back then, it was very, very cool to get it in such a cheap set with a great minifigure as well. Number 2. You may have heard me mention this set before. This is the Master Wu Dragon. Was only a $40 set back in the possession season of LEGO Ninjago, and came with a whopping 575 pieces, almost 600. This set is quite possibly one of the best values for your money out of all of the LEGO Ninjago sets that have ever been made. Not only that, it also comes with 5 minifigures in a $40 set, and of course that almost 600 pieces, which is crazy. The actual build of the Master Wu Dragon is a great one. It's a very unique dragon, since a Wu does not have a dragon in any of the other Ninjago sets, and it comes with some cool little side features of the set as well. This set is still one of my favorite Ninjago set purchases, and I love the Master Wu Dragon with that nice color combination that's very unique, unlike any other dragon set that we have gotten with white and gold. And number 1. Coming in at number 1 is another small Ninjago set. Now, you guys probably saw the Vermillion Attack set come in at number 5 earlier in this video, but now we have this $10 set. This is the Kai's Fire Mech, had 102 pieces and retailed for $10 back in the final battle season of Ninjago. Now, you may be asking, why in the world did I put a $10 set at number 1 on this list? This has got to be the best $10 set I've ever seen for Ninjago. As of this point, of all the Ninjago sets we have ever gotten, I absolutely love the Mech set. This is a great value for your money. You get this amazingly built mech that is absolutely phenomenal. This is everything you'd ever want in a miniature mech, all put into one set. You get 2 cool minifigures on top of that, which alone are basically worth the $10, and of course the 102 pieces. In this wave of Final Battle sets, there were a lot of popular sets like Garmatron and the Temple of Light, and even some of the cheaper sets were very, very popular. However, this one was really thrown under the bus. Not many people talked about it or really appreciated how good of a build this mech is. In my mind, I believe this set did not receive as much attention as it should have, because sets are usually judged based on the minifigures that they contain. However, this set had a great build, and because the minifigures weren't amazing, the set really wasn't appreciated as much as it maybe should be. Take this time to go comment down below what sets you think are the most underrated out of the Ninjago line. If you did enjoy this top 10 list, I would highly appreciate a like if you would do that down below, and if you guys are new to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any other Ninjago action. Of course, if you have any comments or any sort of thoughts on this video, comment those down below because I read all the comments that I receive. And as always, have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next video coming very soon.